What's going on with Tesla? Why is the company that once set trends in the automotive industry now facing colossal problems? How are the US, EU, and Canada involved? And most importantly, what could this crisis mean for the global economy and ordinary consumers? All this right now. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and like. This will help promote the video. So let's figure it out. Why is Tesla, one of the leaders in the electric car market, facing such problems? The answer is simple. Trade wars that began under Donald Trump and are now threatening to reach a new level. Back in 2018, Trump imposed tough tariffs on imported goods in an attempt to protect American manufacturers. But what did this lead to? First, many countries responded with mirror measures, which hit American companies, including Tesla. Second, the logistics and production chains that had been built between the US, Canada, China, and Europe for decades began to collapse. Secondly, the logistics and production chains that had been built between the US, Canada, China, and Europe for decades began to collapse. As a result, Tesla faced a serious drop in sales in Europe and Canada as cars became more expensive due to new tariffs. But this is just the beginning. Now the question is, how did the EU and Canada react? They didn't stand aside. The EU increased the duties on American cars, including Tesla. Now European buyers are forced to pay much more for American electric cars. Canada also responded with its own measures. In response to the US tariffs, it imposed additional taxes on American goods, including electronics and cars. As a result, the Tesla market in these regions has sharply contracted. Sales of Tesla Model 3 and Model Y in Europe fell by 30%, and in Canada by 25%. But why did this cause such a reaction from Elon Musk? Musk himself has repeatedly criticized the U.S. tariff policy. He stated that such restrictions do not help American industry, but on the contrary, harm it. Risks for Tesla factories. Factories in Germany and China are now at risk of reducing production due to export problems. Tesla shares have already started to fall. Investors are worried and Musk is looking for a way out of the crisis. But is there a way out? The question on everyone's mind. Will the U.S. lift its tariffs to save Tesla and other companies? On the one hand, the Biden administration understands that trade wars are bad for the economy. There is talk in the White House about reconsidering the tariffs imposed under Trump. On the other hand, American automakers like Ford and GM don't want competition from European and Chinese electric cars. This makes the situation extremely difficult. If the U.S. lifts tariffs, it may help Tesla, but it will hurt traditional American auto giants. So no decision has been made yet, but pressure from business is growing. What's the forecast for the future? If the tariffs remain, Tesla will continue to lose markets in the EU and Canada. If the US revises its tariff policy, Musk could return Tesla to the top, but this will cause new disputes in the American industry. What do you think? Write in the comments, should the US cancel tariffs, or is this the right way to protect the national economy? Don't forget to subscribe, like, and click the bell so you don't miss new releases. Thank you for being with us.